Hello, back again. Recording in the digital media suite because it's so late at night, nobody else is here, and all the undergrads finished like 2 weeks ago, and I think pretty much they've all gone home. So what have we got for you today? This starts off on a Thursday morning with me going to Sen 8. Sen 8 is a thing I've been volunteering with all year. They're like a creative enterprise network thing. What I've been doing for them is writing content about popular media. Arranged interviews with a couple of authors about what they do. It's about sort of generating content and about networks and an understanding for the Goldsmith students as to what skills you might need in the creative industries if you want that sort of career that you want to have, and Goldsmiths leans heavily towards that, so hopefully that's useful for people. Then I had the world's just most absolute nightmarish train journey. I was late leaving the house, and you can see from this that by the time I get to Cannon Street, it is just gone 20 to 3. I have to be in Covent Garden at 3 o'clock. Doesn't go well because of this.
The Circle Line is operating with severe delays. This is why we fix a signal failure at Moorgate.
Yeah, so high on over to the Central Line because it's quite close, get on a train there, change at Holborn onto the Piccadilly Line, get off at Covent Garden, lift up, dash round the corner to the place I'm supposed to be, and yeah, I'm like 10 minutes late and they've already started, which is really annoying. So we had a little seminar thing with a career coach woman. Might have some sessions with her, still thinking about it. Then we went to Stage 1 drinks. This is really pink footage because that's the lighting they had in the room. So we had a couple of speeches here. I am not telling you what they said because I'm fairly sure that's against a lot of the rules of these things. Stage 1 is the new producers investment fund and training program for new commercial producers. I'm going to try and talk about that a little bit later, probably late in the year when I get to the end of my Bridge the Gap program that I'm doing with them. That was good fun. I genuinely thought that finished at 8 o'clock because a lot of the paperwork we'd had said it finished at 8 o'clock. And then they said, oh no, it goes on till midnight. And it's an open bar. And myself and several of the others of us went, oh dear. And I started going, I can't get a night bus again. I just can't, because I got a night bus after the Good Omens premiere. And it was fine. It just took the best part of an hour, and I live 6 minutes around the train. So it got to about 8:30 and several of us went, yeah, we thought this finished 30 minutes ago, so we're just going to leave now. So I left early. I mean, you say early, I'd been there 2.5 hours, and there'd been quite a lot of alcohol. So that was Thursday. Friday, there was a series of workshops, 3 of them back to back. It's a thing called Finalist Friday, I think, because it's towards the end of the academic year. Virtually everybody who was in that was an MA level student. So there was these 2 that you can see the brief headlines of. There was another one as well, which was all about sort of de-stressing yourself as well. They're quite good. I mean, I think the careers people are still operating on this assumption that you're going to have one career at a time, which is really not true. Everybody in London seems to have at least 2 jobs and a hobby that they're trying to monetize. And people in the creative industries generally tend to be freelancers or have a portfolio career and be working for 2 or 3 people at once. So some of the people at Stage 1 who are fairly senior still have 3 jobs. It's just the way it is in the creative industries. Even in Manchester, people who work in the creative industries have 2 or 3 jobs. And most people, even if they're still very senior, will have some sort of reliable but flexible day job that pays them a salary that pays their bills. But yeah, the career service sort of needs to wake up to that fact. There you go. After the Finalist Fridays, one of the things I've done is that I am a department rep for theatre and performance, and I sort of act as an intermediary between students and staff, and we put forward views about what changes they need to make to the courses and how things have been going on the modules and a lot of stuff like that. as a separate element of that role, all of the reps from all of the departments at all the levels all work together on annual projects of the Students' Union Commission. Ours this year was about retention. They also have student awards at the end of the academic year. Our team won Best Rep Team for our retention report, and our prize was £3 worth of pick and mix, which doesn't sound like a lot, but oh boy, that's a lot of pick and mix from a student union shop. Yeah, good pick and mix. Good pick and mix. I've eaten it all now. Saturday. Let's bring on Saturday. Saturday, I had a thing called Decolonial Earth, which was an event organised by a guy I know called Kevin. Kevin and I have done a lot of the same stuff all year. Kevin and I are both joiners. So we joined in with a lot of things. And he organised this event. There was like half a dozen speakers. Somebody was doing an exhibition out in the hallway as connected to it. I've given you very edited highlights because it was impossible to sort of summarise all of it. A lot of it was just talks. I've shown you some of the more performative bits. That was really interesting. More information in the description.
It's 31 times, but why would it work? Tell me how it would work when I'm reciting it again and again in a language that I was never made to learn, a language that was reserved only for the higher castes. Mum, why? I yell, why do you have so many questions? Don't have to answer you that. Just keep your mouth shut, girl.
You did. Yet, we picked other nanas based on how beautiful the food is.
And then, because sometimes life is very mundane, I did some shopping and some laundry. As you'll see, sort of in passing in the laundry footage, there's two washing machines and two tumble dryers for a Halls residence that has 87 rooms in it, and one of the washing machines was out of service when I did this wash. So that's great fun. The good thing is that you can have your laundry washed and dried in under an hour and a half, which is marvellous. And I am sort of thinking about getting a dryer now, although I have no clue where I'd put one in my house. But it will just radicalise our laundry so much. And I've only shrunk one thing all year, which was a very cheap top from Primark. So there you go. So that was the second half of about a week and a half ago now at this point. Next time we will have the UK Theatre and Touring Symposium, an Australian lecture, another workshop, and another Bridge the Gap session, and a very small, very brief respite from trains before the bizarreness of the end of last week happens. Where I travel, I don't even want to think how many miles. It must be getting on for 1,000 miles in 5 days. But we will talk about that on a forthcoming vlog. For now, that's all for now.